But it's not enough. If you really want to close escrow, well, you gotta have an angle.
Suppose you have an angle.
It's killer. I mean, look at me. I'm not that much to look at. No, I can be honest. But I got them lining up. And not just the skanks either. Well, some are.
So what's the angle?
Oh, no. Sorry. Trade secret.
Okay. Just ask yourself, what do women really want? You take these bored housewives married to the same guy for years, they're stuck in a rut. They need some release. Promise of adventure, a hint of danger. I create that for them.
So basically you're lying your ass off the whole time. You see, I couldn't do that.
What are you, a Boy Scout? No. Think of it as playing a role. It's fantasy. I mean, you got to work on their dreams. Get them out of their daily suburban grind for a few hours.
And what about their husbands?
Dickless. I mean, let's face it, if they took care of business, I'd be out of business. You know what I mean?
Those idiots.
Hey, you mind keeping it under 90? I'm still trying to pay for this dental work.
So, who are you working on right now?
I always got a couple on the hook, you know. There's just one right now. I got her panting like a dog. It's great.
What does she do?
Some sort of legal secretary or something. You know, uptight and conservative. Oh, she could be so hot if she wanted to be.
And with you, she gets to be real hot, huh?
Red hot.
Yeah.
Her thighs steam. It's like a dying plant, just needs a little water. Married to some boring jerk.
Married to some boring jerk.
Yeah, you know he doesn't appreciate her. She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower. Oh, God, she's got the most incredible body. And a pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk. Ass like a 10-year-old boy.
So then she must be really good in bed then, huh?
Hey, whoa, slow down. You're going to miss the turn.
Son of a bitch, do you think you can elude us forever, Carlos? Huh?
Wait, you got the wrong guy. My name's Simon. Look, just let me go. There's no need to kill me. I haven't seen your face. Don't you? No, I didn't see it. It's you. Hey, you still interested in that vet at all?
Hey, Carlos, the game's over. Your career as an international terrorist has been well documented.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, I sell cars, that's all. Come on. I'm not a terrorist. I'm actually a complete coward. If I ever saw a gun, I'd... Oh, God, oh, please don't kill me. I'm not a spy. I'm nothing. I'm naval lint. I have to lie to women to get laid. And I don't score much. I got a little dick. It's pathetic. Oh, God. Oh. Would a spy pee himself, huh? Oh, God. Please. I'm not worth a bullet. Oh, mercy, sir.
Get the fuck out of here, huh? Just beat it. Come on.
No. As soon as I turn, you're gonna shoot me. You're gonna shoot me. Please. You can have the car for free. Huh? What do you say? Hey.
Get lost, dipshit.
Okay. Well, what'd you think of that, Pip?
Interesting.
You did. I was just wondering how you felt about it because you took your headphones off halfway through it.
What more can be said?
Yeah. I got a small little dick. It's pathetic. Okay. Well, I hope that everybody enjoyed that. I just put that in for a bit of shits and giggles sort of thing. And as I was listening to it, I thought, gee, it didn't hold up real well. There was some stuff that was a little bit on the... Yeah. But anyway, that's all good. All right. Well, we are up to Our second one. What
So-
film are we doing?
So this is Glory that Paul put up that he wanted us to watch.
I did. All right.
So 1989 film.
1989, are you sure? It's not a 1990? 1989.
You know, there's only 1 year between 1989 and 1990. It's not a huge difference.
It is in my mind.
Okay, it's 19.
It's like a whole decade.
1989, Paul. Glory.
I don't do numbers well. Okay. Are you ready?
After the Battle of what's it called?
Antietam.
Antietam.
It's the America's biggest battle.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Colonel Robert Gould Shaw is offered command of the 54th Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry, the first all-African American regiment. At first, the regiment is set menial labour tasks and denied uniforms and weapons. However, with the developed understanding between Shaw and the men, the regiment becomes a proud unit, wanting to prove themselves in battle.
Beautifully read. Well done. Okay.
You're enjoying this music stuff too much.
Oh, well, look, it's James Horner. So, you know, when you're given such a...
It's who?
Is it James Horner?
Howard.
Howard Hughes. Laugh into the mic, Pip.
You told me before that laugh was too loud. It hurt my ears.
I just thought it was James Horner.
It's Howard. Oh shoot, the name escapes me.
That's okay. People can look it up. That's why we're here, because you're here for the details.
It says he who's bringing the names up and using the music.
Yes, I know. I've lifted my game. I've brought my A game
Well,
tonight.
where's your name, dude?
Well, I just said James Horner.
Okay.
I don't think it... I think it might be.
I thought it was Howard someone. But anyway, I'll take that back. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, a guy wrote really nice music for this movie.
And you wanted it in the background because you just like it.
Professionalism, Pip. So we thought we'd play that. Yes, Antietam, and I'll clarify. They, in the American Civil War, they lost more men in that 3-day battle than they did for any of the others. And I think Gettysburg was the next biggest after that.
Okay.
Although it gets a lot more press because it was more
whereabouts?
politically, it meant more, because if they lost at Gettysburg, the North, then the South would have, General Lee would have been able to march directly onto Washington.
Yeah.
So it was a kind of do or die
No,
effort.
I'm aware of the Gettysburg one, purely for political reasons. The Antietam.
Antietam.
Where was that?
I think it was still on the eastern seaboard, although I'm sure people will tell me, if I'm wrong. But I think it was a little bit more. If somebody knows exactly which state it was in, by all means, let us know on Twitter.
Otherwise, we're going to look it up later.
Yeah, but I like the interaction of our American listeners anyway, so that they can tell me how wrong I am. But hey, look, we're Australian, and the fact that we know this much, come on, give us a little credit, Okay, but the biggest battle the Americans lost in men was in the Argonne in France, World War One.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they lost more there.
But Antietam is where they lost the most lives in the Civil War.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there you go. So, Paul.
Yep.
This movie you put up.
Okay. Now, I'll come straight out and say I rather love this movie. All my military prejudices are all standing there, and regiments ready to go. And the fact that I'm a bit of a humanist, it's also speaks very, very strongly to that aspect of my personality. Look, I find this a film that really the problem America is facing at the moment with Donald Trump and the right and the white nationalists and everything. All of this was created because the Civil War didn't end, wasn't handled well at the end. They had a period after the end of the Civil War where they basically were punitive. The North was quite punitive to the South. And it's understandable because everybody lost so many people. And it's just like the end of the First World War when France demanded that Germany be punished into the ground. But every time you punish somebody, just like with Lahaine, it creates the next section of the cycle and it just starts again. And this is what's happened with the Civil War. In the Restoration period, after the Civil War, the North was quite punitive and they created a lot of problems for themselves going forward. So I think it's a socially important film. And that's not even talking about racism and the slavery issue and everything like that. That's purely just the North and the South and how they handle themselves. You add slavery and civil rights and everything from the 60s going through to today, that's just an extra layer on the lasagna that is America. Well, it is. It's like it's a complex society, and they've got a lot of layers.
That's all right. I love the picture that you're putting forward there.
I'm a little bit hungry, so so yeah. Look, I really thought about this film quite a lot, and it's guys. I'll come straight out. If you've not seen this, go and watch it. It's a superb film. I really, really love this film, and I'm sure people give it a 2 or something like that. But I really love this film because it lets you really bite into it, and there's so many various different things. Like some people will take away that it was about racism. Some people will talk about the fact that it was about slavery and everything like that. I think the movie was essentially about men wanting respect. And how do we get there? You see, I don't know how the girls operate, but for men, and I'm not going to speak for girls, tonight apparently is going to be the exception to the rule, but for men, they would die in order to get respect. And this is carried out in this film, to be treated simply as a man. Not a great man, not a good man, but simply to be an equal, to be a man. And I think that has eroded somewhat, specifically after the First World War. The sense of honour that was shown beautifully in this movie was utterly destroyed on places like the Somme and various different battlefields like that, when there was just the absolute destruction of goodness in the world, with the industrialised might of nation-states destroying them. Sorry, I'm going really deep onto this. I know, and it's just about a movie, Paul. But this is what I'm talking about. This kind of movie makes you really think. And you can think superficially about it, or you can really think long and hard about it. And this movie feeds into so many aspects of our world that we live in today. Anyway, Pip, what do you think about the movie?
I don't think people have the opportunity to think about it in a superficial way. It's all set up for you to have to think about these deep ways. I mean, with Thomas and with Robert and with the one who's Denzel Washington's playing Trip. I mean, the way all these different characters, completely different, are basically they've taken so many different groups that they want to explore.
Yep.
That you don't have that option. It's all laid out for you, and you actually have to see how they're in.
Didn't Denzel Washington just rock it home?
He did a great job.
He did a fantastic job.
Morgan Freeman did a really good job too.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way Morgan Freeman and Denzel Washington were going off each other.
Yep.
Working off each other. I thought that was fabulous.
I also think this is Matthew Broderick's best film.
It's funny because Matthew Broderick for me